Jerry West, the #2 pick in the 1960 NBA draft, and Bill Walton, who was selected #1 in 1974. Jerry played in 9 NBA Finals and won 9 championships.
Sponsored by State Farm.
And executive. Bill won 2 championships at UCLA and 2
Double
more
up on your
in the
stop.
NBA. Both were named one of the 50 greatest players in league history. They were 2 very different people. Their backgrounds, their personalities, their interests, and their style of play all strikingly different. But what connected them was their shared love and devotion to the game of basketball and their dream of playing in the NBA, the same dream that bonds this year's draft picks. Like Jerry West and Bill Walton, all the players selected tonight have their own unique story that led them here to the draft, a culmination of years of hard work.
Who's going #1?
The draft, of course, is also an important night for our teams. Look no further than the Boston Celtics, the reigning NBA champions. In consecutive years, they selected Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum with the 3rd pick. 2 players who became all-stars and then led their team to its first championship in 16 years. Congratulations again to the Celtics on a record-setting 18th NBA title. To the fans here in Brooklyn and watching around the world, thank you for your support throughout the season. We wouldn't be here without you. Let's get started. The first pick in the 2024 NBA draft belongs to the Atlanta Hawks, who have 5 minutes to make their selection.
From Buckhead to Bankhead, Atlanta's on alert for a place where parties don't stop till 8 in the morning. Who will they be celebrating tonight as the #1 pick is the question. You see the Atlanta Hawks watch party there. But Richard, should we take a little trip down memory lane for the Hawks here? The St. Louis Hawks, they won the franchise's first and only NBA championship in 1958 with Bob Pettit being the star player. Pettit also won the inaugural NBA MVP the previous year. And then in May of 1968, the St. Louis Hawks relocated the franchise to Atlanta. The first and last time the Hawks had the #1 pick was in 1975. They selected David Thompson from NC State, but he opted to go to the ABA, where he was also drafted #1 and decided to play out west in Denver. Atlanta, though, alive and well. Dominique Wilkins was starting for the franchise. He's the franchise's all-time leading scorer, nicknamed the human highlight reel for a reason. He also won 2 NBA slam dunk contests. In the last 10 seasons, though, the Hawks have made the East Finals twice. Once in 2015, of course in 2021. But over the last 3 seasons, they've not won a playoff series. It's been almost 50 years since the Hawks have had the #1 pick in the draft. But finally, this May, that's why the watch party is so packed. The Hawks won the lottery. They had just a 3% chance to do so. But really, Richard, there is a laundry list of things that the Atlanta Hawks need to decide on as a franchise. They're on the clock right now. We will see in just a couple of minutes who they select #1 overall. But the backcourt pairing of Trae Young, and DeJounte Murray, that's really a decision they're going to need to make.
No, it is a decision. When you look at DeJounte Murray and what they gave up to get him, they thought bringing an all-defensive level guard in to pair with Trae Young, but it just hasn't worked the way they want. And then when you look at, there's conversations out there about what's the market for Trae Young, and that puts Atlanta in a very difficult spot. Do you try and continue to build around these two? Do you move one? Do you go with the best player you can, or do you go with a player that might fit their talent?
Right.
That is the complicated spot that Atlanta's in, and that's what we're all waiting to find out.
And if it is Zachary Rissache, as Adrian Wojnarowski reported that they were zeroing in on here, Jay, he fits their 3-and-D sort of need, because Atlanta really struggled defensively last year.
He checks a lot of boxes in the versatility category on both ends of the floor. He's a really good team defender. He's not a spectacular NBA athlete, but he's athletic. And he does a lot of things on the offensive end. He can shoot it. He's an excellent cutter. He's very good in transition and a good passer. And I think he's got a fair upside. But Atlanta also needs rim protection. And there are a couple really good rim protecting big guys in Alex Sarr and Donovan Clingan that certainly would have to be considered there as well. But it sounds like Reece Shea is a player that they're really, really interested in at number one.
Well, it looks like they just made some sort of pick. A call has been made. Congratulations are already going around in the Hawks draft headquarters.
Well, I talked to Landry Fields last week, GM of the Hawks, and he said the Hawks right now, they don't have a style of play. Things feel very disjointed in Atlanta. Trae Young makes a basket, but it doesn't necessarily lead to the team's success collectively. The fans don't know what to cheer for at times. Whoever they just got really excited about picking, it's going to lean to a style and hopefully the team being more unified out there on the court.
Yeah, and to Jay's point, they need rim protection. They're 27th in defensive efficiency, 24th in defense on on-ball screen, 29th in transition defense, and 25th in rim protection.
Okay, Richard.
What?
I mean, what is that? Abnormal. It's abnormal under Quinn Snyder.
Somebody's dream is about to come true.
Gobert for so much of his tenure, but we usually see a more defensive prowess from his team.
Well, and that's
He
what
drafted
they
first
brought him in
overall
for. They brought him in to try
by
to
the Atlantic
improve their
Hawks.
overall defense. It still hasn't worked, but I don't know if there's a collective buy-in as a group. That's the issue, and we saw when Trae Young was out, DeJounte Murray was playing, and how the team played. That just only fueled the fire, and then they get gifted the number one pick with a 3% chance, and now they have even. It's a great place to be in, but it also complicates things a little bit more.
It looks like we have at least one Hawks fan in the building.
All of us are in the building in Atlanta.
Wait, no, there's 3 total and some berets to go with it. You think that's to welcome in potentially Zachary Reece Shea?
And this is the thing, we talk about defense and rim protection, but you can also up your defense by having enthusiastic perimeter defenders. And so when you think about Zachary Reece Shea, what's going on?
After chugging that beer, those two guys aren't French.
What do they need? Wine?
They need a little bit of wine. Maybe an afternoon cappuccino.
I'm just glad they're here, repping the city.
Repping the city, wondering who is going to be joining him in their city in Atlanta as they are on the clock with the number 1 pick. We are hearing they are getting close. Obviously, we just saw the draft headquarters where some exciting phone calls were potentially made. If you're moving down the checklist though for Atlanta, obviously DeJounte Murray, Trae Young, and their futures at the top. What are you looking at next year?
There's a lot with this team. Again, they have wing players if you're talking about Atlanta, but again, I think this is a situation. The best player in this draft, go get and figure out the rest. That is the position that they were gifted in. That's the position they have to maximize.
Well, the pick is in. NBA commissioner has the envelope in his hand. Let's head to the podium and see who is the number 1 pick in the 2024 NBA draft.
With the first pick in the 2024 NBA draft, the Atlanta Hawks select Zachary Reece Shea from Lyon, France, and France's JL.
There you go. He's your first overall pick.
More celebratory drinks going around for the 2nd straight year. A player representing
A wing small forward.
number 1 overall, and Zachary Reece Shea, the 19-year-old, is headed to Atlanta. He says that as long as he can remember, he was in the gym. His dad, of course, was an Olympic silver medalist with France, a 6-time French League All-Star. His sister was the MVP of the U16 European Championship last summer. And fellow Frenchman Victor Wembanyama, he says that he probably doesn't know anybody more talented than Zachary Reece Shea in this draft, Jay.
Well, we talked about his versatility, Malika. He's a two-way wing that is a very confident shooter. He shoots just under 40% from 3, and he's rangy on both ends of the floor. I like the way he moves without the ball, and he can cut off the ball. And with Trae Young and DeJounte Murray, that's going to be an important.
I haven't seen him play.
Potential. I wouldn't call him an explosive athlete, but he's a good athlete, and he's not really a creator.
This is not the strongest draft class.
That can play on both ends of the floor for the Atlanta Hawks.
Comparable to some of the ones in the past, like 2012, 2013, 2014.
Defender. He's enthusiastic on that side, and he can defend 1 through 4. so he also helps Atlanta's defense. He's electric in transition, who can run with Trae Young if they keep track.
Of course, he's a recipient of the Best Young Player of the French League this past season as he gets his moment with the commissioner, Adam Silver. Let's bring back in our draft expert, Jonathan Givony, to walk a little bit more through his game.
Malika, every NBA team is looking for a wing player like Zachary Rizachet. 6'10" in shoes, 8'11" standing reach with an excellent frame, has a feel for the game, competitiveness, and versatility defensively to guard all over the floor. His team, JL Bourg, had the #1 ranked defense in the French League and Euro Cup. They asked him to guard everybody from point guards to power forwards. You don't see this very often from a teenager playing against this level of competition. 45 dunks this season, more than
Yeah, he has a pretty solid game.
39% three-point shooter. Rizachet started in a EuroLeague game as a 16-year-old. Now he needs to improve his ball handling and shot creation to become more than just a 3-and-D role player like he mostly was this season, as well as add strength, which should come in time. I've been watching Rizachet since he was 15.
And there you go.
I love this pick from Atlanta. He's been #1 on our board all season. Quite a few NBA teams told me they had him #1 on their final board.